you going, everybody? It's Laurel here. I've just been going through all my needles, particularly now that I've started making socks, and I've got quite a few of the circular needles and double pointed needles, so sort of wondering what your solution might be on how to make this a little bit more accessible without having sort of what feels like a junk folder of all your knitting needles together. I'm actually looking at probably getting one of the concertina folders and see if that works, and that way I can keep the same size DPN and the 9-inch circulars together. Please let me know what your ideas are, and we'll see if something like that will work for me. So that's what I've got for the 9-inch and the DPN needles. For my regular needles, I just go and grab them over. I made this quite a few years ago, but because of the length of them I thought I needed to use a whole lot of fabric. I won't put it right out because I just dropped everything, and so this is my second attempt at a video. But yes, it works well with the storage and everything, but I feel like I'd really wanted to have a decent roll up, so I may be looking at using a different fabric to try and make a nice roll up version and have them all in the one line rather than just a fold up method. So I don't use these needles as much anymore since I was introduced to this long circular needles last year, so that's been a really interesting learning curve, especially with making jumpers for my husband, because with him being such a big guy, it's like 171 stitches on these needles can be really heavy, and that's why I put off making his jumper for so long. But now that it's on the circular needles, it's much more enjoyable. So I'll show you what I use for my circular needles. Went to Bunnings and I found this bit of drain pipe tubing, so it's been fantastic. So you just got a cat top and bottom. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was all up, it was $12 to put together, and then you can just slide all of your needles out, and depending what end you got your the sizing of them, that's the end. I usually leave that the top opening, and because this is the So Easy brand, they tend to get a little bit twisted, and by holding them in the pipe they are a lot easier to use as well. So I thought that was a pretty cool solution, and then I can just get the needles out that I need and then just pop the tube back behind the dresser where it lives normally. So I do have a smaller lot of these are the 40 centimeter circulars, and because the tubing's so thick I really need to get something that will keep them straight. So I think I will head back to Bunnings and see if I can get some smaller pipe, or just get 2 lots cut in half, and one for the 40 and one for the 60, and see how that goes. But these are really good needles to work with. I did get them off eBay, nice and sharp and everything. It just every now and again you'll get that one that's got that slight ridge in it, but yeah, I actually quite enjoy knitting with these bamboo needles, so that's really good. So anyway, hi, I'm Laurel. Welcome to the Fleecy Needles Podcast number 4 already. Lovely day here in Canberra. Nice and sunny today and a little bit of a breeze, so it's been really pleasant to wake up to that this morning. Last week I'd said that I had been undoing my husband's socks, and I wanted to get them done for his birthday, and I did actually get them made. So these are finally the third time lucky. I got the right stitch count and I got them finished off. So, and he popped them on last night and he said they're absolutely lovely, nice and comfortable. So that is the 64 stitch. I did it a 1x1 rib, 20 rows of stocking stitch down to the heel gusset, and then this length here is 40 rows. He has a size 14 foot, and I was doing the knitting on 3.5mm circular needles, so he's really happy with it. He said he didn't need any elastic in the top, he just loves them the way they are, so it's really good. So I managed to get him that birthday present done well before time, so that's really good. And the yarn that I used is the Baby Bella Tadpole yarn. I'll just grab the label for you. So this is label, and it's 80% acrylic and 20% nylon. Really nice and soft, easy to knit with. It's split a few times, but only when you're not concentrating. And the color of that yarn is Pride. So one very happy husband, so that's good to have here. Still knitting socks. I showed you that I had finished this sock for my son, But because of the lighting in our house, it's really poor, so it's been hard to pick up the stitches on the sock, because being right down here with the browns and the teals, trying to pick that up was really quite hard, especially on this wool, because this is meant to be a 4-ply. It's a Gallipoli yarn, but it is so fine. I am doing it on 2.25 needles, but once I managed to get the stitches picked up last night, I've done a few more rows, so hopefully it won't be too much longer to get that sock finished off for my son. But again, he's loving the colors. Once you can see what you're doing, it's actually a really nice sock to knit. It's just quite fun. So I'm just going to show you the comparison of this 4-ply yarn for this one to my other project that I'm working on. So when you see just how much finer the Gallipoli yarn is to this other 4-ply yarn, so that's why this one's taking me so long and not quite as enjoyable as the other knits that I've been working on lately. So yeah, but now that the rest of the foot's been picked up, hopefully maybe in the next week or so, I'll get that finished off ready for my son, because his birthday's in March, so it'll be nice to get that done before then as well. So this is the Gallipoli yarn, and it's a 4-ply, and it is the 80% wool and 20% polyamide. So yeah, nice colours, really nice colours. So nice self-striping yarn for that one. Now a little while ago, I've had this yarn here that is a superfine merino wash wool and 20% nylon sock yarn. Sorry, these little 40 centimeter circulars are playing havoc. So it's from Bumble Bee Yarns. They are in Barrel. It's an online store, and she's got lots of different hand-dyed yarns as well as other coloured yarns as well. So nice little selection there as well. And the colour of this yarn is Winterberry, and it's a 4-ply as well and hand-dyed. So I have undone this 3 times already because I wasn't quite happy with how things were working out, because I really wanted to make that the yarn really showed off the colours. And now I finally got exactly what I want. I'm just doing a garter stitch border on both the bottom and the sides, and at the other end I will do the garter stitch as well. But yeah, just really want to highlight the beautiful colours of this yarn. I'm doing it on a 3.75mm needle, and yeah, really enjoying it now that I've got the size down pat, because I realised I was doing reverse stocking stitch, and that's why it was looking all tucked in and not the nicest. So now I'm really happy with that one. So that's good for that one. And then my last, I haven't actually started the project, but this is a alpaca yarn that I bought a few months ago. I'm making this up as a gift. This is from Black Wattle Yarns in Murrumbateman. So I'm just going to show you that there. And it is the softest 8-ply alpaca I think I've ever picked up, and the colorway is just stunning. It's called Shimmer. So there's no glitter in it, but it's just lots of soft pastels, and it's just beautiful. So I can't wait to make up this gift knit, and I hope the person I'm making it for loves this colour just as much as I do. So Black Wattle yarn is at Murrumbateman, and it's absolutely beautiful. You go out there and she's got a little shop and a little cafe attached within the shop, and you can see the alpacas while you're having a cup of tea, and it's just lovely. And you've got 4-ply and 8-ply, and if you were making a garment and she didn't have enough skeins on the wall, you're allowed to put an order form in, so the next time she does the dye, she can do the amount that you need for your garment. So that's a really cool feature that they have there at Black Wattle Yarns. And yeah, just the different dyes are just phenomenal, just beautiful yarns. Just go and have a day trip out there, it's really gorgeous. Anyway, so that's about all I'm doing. The jumper that I was making, my boxy jumper last week, I went to get some more of the yarn to finish the sleeves and the neckline, but it wasn't on sale. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks it will come back on and I can get that boxy jumper done. So that's all for me this week. I hope you're all well and happy knitting, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.